Hi everybody, my name is Paul, and I want to talk to you about my trip to Hong Kong. And before I actually start talking about Hong Kong, I'll tell you why Hong Kong is so special to me. You see, I didn't fly in Hong Kong. This was about 2 years ago. I was still in the military, and I was part of the 31st MU, so we came rolling up into Hong Kong with an aircraft carrier. Now, one thing was on everybody's mind when we first got to Hong Kong. We've been trapped in this rust bucket for about 2 months on open ocean, and we wanted to drink. So we parked the ship in the middle of the Hong Kong Bay, since there's no dock that really accommodate a ship that size. So we had these little taxi boats that take us from the ship to the docks. Now, we first get in the taxi, I'm like, dude, take us to a bar. Just a good bar. Just take us to a bar. So we get out, and the first thing I see, right, is a great big sign that says 24 shots for $40. I mean, you really can't beat those prices. I mean, so, like, hells yeah. We go in, right? So we get half, right, of something called kamikaze, and the other half something called the pink nipple. And trust me, it ain't good as it sounds. So once we down the shots, we go across to the next bar, right? And this is where it kind of got interesting. See, I met some Chinese people, some Japanese, some British, some Australians, even a couple Americans. And the Australian guy explained to me that Hong Kong was a big trading hub of Asia, so everybody went there to do business. So there wasn't that big of a language barrier between any of us. Now, I always remember that Chinese guy, because apparently he had a great day, a great business day. His meeting went well, he's going to get a bonus, he was going to get paid. So he pulls out of his pocket this great big wad of cash, right? Calls the waitress and is like, I want shots of Patrons for all my new friends. We're like, oh, cool. Turns to us, how many shots do you want? We're just like, oh man, yeah, we'll take a shot. He's like, okay. Turns to the waitress, I want 3. So, we're like, dude, you're fucking awesome. So we down our shots, we thank him and we leave because, he wasn't too broken up about it. I mean, you start flinging that kind of cash around, some ladies are bound to notice. So, now it's about midnight and we have to get back to the ship because we were on something called Cinderella hours where you have to be back by midnight. And the thought process was, you have half the time to drink, chances are you're not going to get in trouble. Now what really happens is, right, we drink twice as much in half the amount of time. So, now we go back to the ship in the little taxi boats and, the sea's pitching and moaning, everybody's like, oh, right? And so once you go through that ordeal, right, we get back to the ship. And everybody's still drunk, and everybody's still happy. And this is the best part of the trip to me, was the stories. Everybody had their own story to tell. I mean, I told my story about the shots, and the guy's like, well, so what? I went to Hong Kong Disney. The other guy's like, so? I found massage parlors from Rush Hour 2. The ones where, like, they open a door, all the girls are just standing there all nice and pretty, and they get to choose which one. And it's like, so I found a bunch of bars where all the Latino girls hang out. So we will exchange all these stories, and we had 5 days in Hong Kong, and we did not want to waste a single second of it. So we go out, we use these things to plan, and so that's something you can't do in small groups. You see, in my platoon there was about 76 people, right? In my company there was around 500. So we had 500 stories to choose where we want to go, and I did every single one of those things that I just told everybody about. And to me that was special because in the military, it's really a commodity, right? You got that group focus where it's not just about one person, it's about everybody. And I'll never forget my time in Hong Kong. I'll never forget the people I was with, right? Some people aren't here, anymore. Some are off doing their own thing, but we still keep in touch. And we'll still talk about the times we went to Hong Kong, went to Singapore, we went to Iraq, And, alright, so, that was my trip to Hong Kong, and thank you for listening.